I think one of the strangest parts of adulthood is that you outgrow something sometimes where you are not even ready to leave yet. And I am not talking about relationships. I am talking about friendships, jobs, cities, dreams, habits, even some version of yourself. You can feel that something no longer fits, but you still find it difficult to let go. And honestly, if you ask me, I think there is a reason for that too. Hi, you guys, welcome back to Makeup as Therapy. This is our little space where we talk about life, emotions, what goes inside us, even the things that are not talked about. All of this while getting ready together. And today's conversation is coming from something that I have noticed recently. I think most of us imagine change happening in a very neat way. We imagine it to be like one day we are waking up and we feel completely ready, completely certain, completely clear to move on. But honestly, that's rarely how it happens. Most of the times, change begins with discomfort. Something that starts feeling off, something that doesn't feel right for you, something for which you were so excited, but now you're not. And that, my dear friend, is a very confusing place to be. I think the hardest transitions are not the dramatic ones. I think they are the quiet ones, where nothing is terrible, nothing is falling apart, nobody has done anything wrong. But when something just doesn't feel right, that's where people get stuck. You know, when you're getting ready and you're wearing a lipstick shade that used to be your favorite one, you loved it for years, it suited you perfectly, it looked amazing on you, but one day you apply it and it starts looking different. And you're like, this doesn't suit me anymore. So the lipstick shade didn't change overnight. It's you who changed. And so is life like that. Once you change, the same things don't make sense anymore. And honestly, I don't think we are grieving the thing itself. I think we are grieving the version of ourselves that was attached to it. Version of us that lived in that city, the version of us that believed in that dream, the version of us that loved that friendship, or the version that believed in something so dearly. Because letting go is not always about leaving something behind, it's also about accepting that you have changed. People stay in outgrown situations, in situations that they have outgrown, just because they are waiting for certainty. They are waiting for a sign, for a guarantee, for a perfect moment, which life rarely offers, you know. Sometimes all you get is a quiet feeling that says, this chapter is complete. And if you ask me, I think that feeling alone is often enough. As a coach, I have noticed that growth always feels like confusion in the beginning because your old life still feels familiar to you and your new life has not even arrived yet. And so you find yourself standing in the middle, not who you were and not who you were becoming. And that is a very uncomfortable place to be. But it is also where transformation begins. So, if you have been struggling to leave something that you have quietly outgrown, then I want you to remember something. Outgrowing something doesn't mean it was wrong. It doesn't mean it failed. It doesn't mean that you were wrong to love it. It just means that it belonged to a different chapter. And maybe the goal isn't to force yourself to move on. Maybe the goal is to accept that you have already moved on. So, guys, if this conversation connected with you in some way or the other, then please leave it down in the comment section that what is that one thing that you have outgrown but you find it difficult to leave behind. If you like such conversation mixed with life, emotions, clarity, mixed with makeup, then please subscribe to my channel because we are building a small little community over here. Thank you guys. Take care. I'll meet you in my next.